All right. Yay, we're live. Good day. Ah, well, I don't think anybody's gonna be here while I'm recording this, so it's private time in the treehouse at the blind spot. Welcome. Um, yeah. So I post I posted in the title and in the description that I have a troll and I needed some help. The only thing I know about this troll is its first the first name of the troll is Letty, Letti, I think. Letty. Yeah. And so I responded to one of the comments, and I said who are you? And they said my name is Letty. And I said what why you keep bugging me? What is the issue? You have a problem with something I've said, or do you disagree, or what is the issue? And he or she said, no, I'm just looking for a good time. And I thought to myself, okay, so what you're, I asked, I said, so you're Letty the good times troll? Dun dun. Yeah, the shit my brain comes up with. Oh man. Um, yeah, so before I get into karma, I wanted to let everyone know from continuation of the last video, if you watched it, um, um, about my vision and things about my past my past life. I guess I had it. I was 16 and I took my life and whatever. This rolls into the karma. Okay, so I had like after my meditation, lucid or whatever you want to call it, where I was awake but I was having a dream, and I didn't ask for it. I was just meditating, and it came to me, and I got a blurry vision of a different one before that, but it was just lots of pain, and so lots of pain, and then 16-year-old boy, and I'm having pain, what I don't want for anything. I don't know if I'm just a spoiled brat or what the hell, but I was doing okay, I guess, but I didn't have nobody to talk to. Like I couldn't talk to friends or family about what I was going through because they would have locked me up. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was a spiritual thing or if there was a girlfriend or I don't know what was going on. I just know the pain was real because I felt it. I guess again, and right when I decided this is it, I'm out of here, and I knew what that meant, and that's when I came back out of my dream, still my meditation, and I woke up and I still felt that pain, and so about I don't know, it was about 2 or 3 hours. I calmed down and cooled down, and I still wanted answers. Like, what the hell was that all about? And so before I meditated, I asked Spirit, my spirit, my soul. I said, why did you show me that? And well, like a dumbass, I felt like a dumbass. Before I could even answer, or before I could even ask the question, the answer was already there because you needed to feel that because of this lifetime. And you always ask questions like why this, why that, why am I blind, why did I come back, why? Well, because you needed to learn something, and you were that same 16-year-old in this lifetime as well. But we and whatever we meant. And I got a flash of all my friends I had when I was 16 in high school, and our junior, well, it was junior high school. We, for some reason, ninth and tenth grade, well, I mean eighth and ninth grade was junior high because high school didn't have a tenth grade or ninth grade. They didn't have a freshman class. They only had a uh, senior, junior, and sophomore class. So, but when I was in junior high, I had these friends. It just came out of nowhere. You know, that I felt like I needed to be friends. I don't know what it was. Something told me, you know, hey, this person's uh, gonna be good in your life. You know, you need to know them, and I'm glad I did because I somehow I encircled. You know, I think there was like what five? I think five or six of us all together, maybe seven or eight of us. But we would bring people into our circle because we didn't think a small group was good enough. We wanted to bring good people to be I don't know. It was weird, right? It was almost like we were trying to start a cult or something. But we were just kids, you know, and we wanted to be around like-minded, you know, kids. But so I had this glimpse of all my friends, and I remember some of them were way more. Uh, I don't know. I don't want to say depressed, but this more influenced by their emotions than others, and some were stronger than others. So it was probably a pretty great balance. There was something we could all learn from each other, and uh, it was pretty. It was weird, but it was kind of cool. You know, we all got along. You know, very rare did we disagree with each other or you know try to fight each other. I don't think any of us ever try to fight each other, except for once, but that was because of a girl. And see how that happened. But but we made up. We didn't actually physically go to that kind of thing, but we were. Well, I was emotionally uh, distraught because you're one of my best friends. Why would you do that? And yeah. Anyways, I brought up some shit. Whoops. Uh, but I believe what I was what my spirit was trying to tell me is I I gave you these feelings, these strong magnetic uh, impulses or whatever you want to call it about the people you need to be close to because of something that happened because of the past, you know, because of the past life that you needed to surround yourself with people that could understand you, that you could talk to, and uh, that that benefited not only just you but them too, because maybe they had something in the past life that they needed you for to keep them from doing the same shit. And oh, okay, that makes sense. Because there was something about us all individually that we were nothing alike. I mean, we might have liked some of the same music, you know, or whatever. Or some of us were musically inclined, some of us weren't. And some of us were poetic, and some of us weren't. Some of us were strong, some of us weren't. You know, and some of us some of us were just really goofy and not very bright, you know, and didn't have common sense whatsoever. But for some reason, all of us together balanced all of that out, you know, and we could depend on each other no matter what. So that's probably what got me through, and maybe got them through, all of us together. And I don't want to take credit for us all being friends, but I think I was a part of it, just like they were all as well. It was it was fun. We had a lot of fun together, and we didn't we weren't bad kids. You know, people might have thought we were bad kids, but that's because they didn't know us. We dressed we dressed funny, or our hair was longer than normal, or we didn't have rich parents, or we didn't that kind of we were fed. You know, we we weren't doing drugs. I mean, some of us might smoke weed once in a while, but it wasn't an addiction. We weren't drinking and getting drunk and beating people up or starting fights for no reason, or breaking into houses, or robbing banks or being racist, or any of that crap. We just wanted to be good kids and have fun and laugh and enjoy each other, and you know always looking to meet other people to come on in our group. The water's warm. Come on in. It's fine. You know. And we adopted other people. And it was fun. So this is where I'm coming from. Okay. So now into the karma, which I never believed in karma. I still have a hard time with it, but after doing the numerology thing, it makes sense. And so supposedly, we're not supposed to, but what they say in numerology, there's I think three or four different karma categories. There's a 13 karma. If your numbers add up to 13, and then you bring it down to a single number, which would be 1 plus 3 is 4, right? And then 16 is 1 plus 6 is 7, and then I think it's I'm not sure if it's 17 or 9. I know 19 is 1 plus 9 is 1, but I don't know if it's 17, 18. I don't think so. I don't think there's 17, 18 karma. I think it skips those. So maybe there's only three: 13, 16, and 19, which makes sense. 3, 6, 9. Okay. Um, so I'm stuck with the 16 karma, which is the karma. I guess it says you get knocked down, you get back up again, like the Bare Naked Ladies song. I get knocked down, I get up again. That's kind of how this lifetime has gone. You know, I think I'm okay, and then something happens, whether it's small or it's huge. But for some reason, I survive it. I get past it, and I'm able to help somebody else before they go through something that bad or that small. You know, because I tell them my story and how I got through it, and then so when they are getting ready to go through it, they have time to prepare for it, or they've already gone through it, and we share stories, and then so we don't go through it again, or we don't go through it as bad. So um, the karma 16, I'm like, well, that brought up that brings up the 16 thing. Okay, I was 16, I hurt myself. So I asked, and before I could finish asking the question, I already knew the answer. So why, you know, in this lifetime, why all the ups and downs and the beat ups and that song came in my head by Bare Naked Ladies. I get knocked down. I'm like, that's not funny. That's not funny at all. I think I said that out loud, but I thought, okay, so karma 16, okay, that makes sense, but why? Why? And the pain from the pain I felt in the past life when I was 16, and I just said, I'm out of here. Screw this. Came back because of that. so you didn't do it again. Because if I had gone through all that stuff and I was, the reason why I guess it happened was because that 16-year-old was a bored was bored and maybe depressed, but not depressed because of bad things, just like so bored because there was nothing to do. There was nothing to have. There was nothing to go get. There was nothing to achieve something. It was just a blank, and there was no reason. There was no struggle. There was no uh, motivation. There was no fight. So there was nothing to look forward to. And I'm like, that's the dumbest. I'm like, so the life was good, then why kill yourself? Because there was nothing to go for. There was no end. There was no uh, finish line. And so the finish line was just go, bye bye. And so this lifetime, my asshole self, my spirit, my soul, whatever, decided, let's put a bunch of obstacles in here so uh, you're you're busy and uh, you're not bored and you have some, even though maybe you don't know what the goal or the finish line is, you have something to battle against. You have the hurt and pain and the anger and the whatever the feelings are that you've gone through. So you don't get complacent and just say, you know what, this is dumb. I'm out of here. Because I'm sure if it wasn't for the friends I made in the seventh and eighth, ninth grade, um, it would, yeah, it's possible because I didn't, not, it's not my dad's fault. He was going through his own thing and he had to distract himself so he didn't kill himself. And I just felt abandoned. I knew he loved me because he told me. He told me almost every day he loved me, but we didn't get to hang out as much. He just went through a divorce and it ruined it ruined his whole life he thought he had planned out. So and he spent more time trying to fix himself than he did paying attention to me. So um, everything else seemed to be more important. And if it wasn't for the friends I was magnetized to, uh, I would have gone down probably the same road. Not because I wasn't in love, but because I would have just been bored. I would have felt like nobody wanted me, and I didn't have any reason to be here anymore. That's what I probably would have gone towards, but uh, because of some reason, my spirit and my friends, spirits maybe, in the designing of this lifetime, said, you know what, we're not going through this again, so we need to be buddies so we don't hurt ourselves, and that makes sense. Even if it's not real, it's a pretty good story. But I believe it's real. 'Cause, everything just has so much synchronicity in uh, this time frame in my life. Everything just it clicks, it makes sense, and it shouldn't, what it does. Everything has a placement. If you look back and you say, well, why did that happen? Well, if that wouldn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened. It's a chain of events that maybe we all designed before we got here, and that makes me feel better. So, if that's the sugar pill I need to take, then okay. but I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna deny it because it makes me feel good and it's it shines true and when I'm able to observe even without my eyeballs, I'm able to witness it happen and I can reflect on the past and say, yeah, that makes sense, whether you believe it or not. So the karma that man, the word karma, it has a bad annotation, whatever you want to call it. Is it cantation? Whatever. It has a bad aura around it, a bad feeling, a bad vibe to it. It has a bad meaning to it. It means what comes around goes around, right? So something bad you did in the past life or in this life comes back and it'll get you. So it keeps you paranoid. Something's around the corner. I must have done something bad. No, it's not. Not always. Maybe. Maybe if you're Hitler or something. Maybe if you were a serial killer and you get to come back, if maybe you get to suffer. Maybe that's what you planned for yourself because you didn't do the right shit. But maybe that stuff isn't your fault that you turned out that way. But now you understand it and you can correct it so you don't turn into that person again. You put the obstacles in your way. You know, um, and who knows us better than our souls, right? So we man, I won't say we, but our ancestors came up with the word karma, I think, to scare us and be paranoid. But it's not. Karma is a tool we use in a lifetime um, to guide us so we don't make the same mistakes. It's not to punish us. Because if we were being punished for something we did, we wouldn't get to come back because there would be no reason for us to come back because we wouldn't learn anything. At least that's what I think. So don't think of karma as a bad thing. It's not. Karma is a good thing. So when bad things happen to you, even the worst of bad things happen, it happens for a reason because you were veering from where you should have been going. It's to get you back on the right path to where your soul agreed your destination should go, where you should end up. And if you take a left turn where you should have been going straight, or you turn around, you know, this way it's the obstacle that your soul created before it got here, because I believe we're living within our souls in our body, but there's anyways, um, karma is not a bad thing. Karma is used to veer you in the right direction, so you don't make the same mistakes. So it's like a barrier, you know. Don't go here. It's like putting your hand in the fire. Ow. Okay, don't do that again. That's kind of what it is. It doesn't seem so bad now. I put a positive spin on it. All right. Well, I think that's it. And if you guys get tormented by Letty, just remember, Letty's the good time troll. All right. Namaste. Good night.